Hello everyone. It's James again. And in today's video I want to talk about an important topic, a topic of understanding how and why the man's right to protect has been taken from him, and what can be done to reverse the damage that has been caused throughout relationships because of this problem. First, let me ask you something. You ever notice when a woman is either married or that has a serious boyfriend, and she wants to go out for a night of single fun at a bar or nightclub, and her man objects and says no? He doesn't want her to go. He is automatically hit with the buzzword jealous. Now I want you to think about something for a minute. What happens when a man stands up against a woman's behavior that is clearly wrong? It could be a man saying he thinks that divorce is unjustly always in favor of the woman, and the man usually loses everything, despite who may be at fault. Now this is something we know as a fact. But even though this is a clear and real fact of life, this man is automatically called a misogynist. How is stating divorce courts favor the woman despite who is at fault misogynistic, or somehow against women? Well, the answer is it's not. Nor is a man not wanting his woman to go to a bar where she will be hit on by single men all night long, all while wearing her tightest clothes just to entice male attention. The truth is, hitting a person with a buzzword to neutralize the situation has been a key weapon of toxic individuals for years. A while back I made a video entitled Shaming, Blaming, and Name Calling, and in it I talk about how labeling someone something they are clearly not can enable the person really doing the bad deeds to always have a scapegoat, and to be able to brainwash their victim into thinking their instincts they know to be true are wrong, which allows this person that is doing these bad deeds to continue to do these bad deeds without penalty. It's funny, sometimes on this channel I will get messages from people saying, "James, why are you so angry?" Or, "James, why do you have a chip on your shoulder?" Or, "You have a lot of anger going on there for you, James." All of this on videos of me trying to share truths and help people. But why are these things said? Well, they are meaningless buzzwords, sentences, and phrases meant to distract from what is really going on, and to frustrate the person speaking the truth, thus making them shut up, because they don't want to deal with getting labeled things they are clearly not. So it's difficult when a man has to let his woman walk out of the door, dressed in a tight dress and high heels, to go to a dark room with single men trying to hit on her for hours. All because if he doesn't, he's labeled jealous, not just by his woman, but her friends, and heck, maybe his own friends, that has complied with the brainwashing, because in effect that is what brainwashing is. It's a way to erase, scrub away, and beat out of you your instincts, and to program you up to the way they want you to be in a way they want you to think. This brainwashing in some instances can even cause a split in one's personality, to the point they have a mental block regarding certain things, events, and issues. I call this robot making, and it all starts with buzzwords. Think about how often you hear talk show host or TV so-called reporters use these buzzwords to the person they are interviewing. Buzzwords the world hears over and over and over again, until we are conditioned, and yes, brainwashed by these buzzwords. Women TV hosts saying, "Well, you know, us girls just like to have our fun, you know." And then the cheers roar up from the crowd, and if the man doesn't seem to be conforming to the interview, they say, "Are you angry? Do you have jealousy issues? Oh wait, what the heck are you talking about? How did not conforming to an interview and having a difference of opinion land them being angry or jealous?" Well, I have news for you. This brainwashing is working, because it leads to men complying with things their gut knows is wrong. Well, James, isn't it all about trust? Don't you have to have some kind of trust? It sounds like you have trust issues. Do you see how these quick, sharp buzzwords and sentences work even though they have no merit? But the thing is, most people don't think deep about such issues, and use an analogy to compare them to, such as, what if you are a parent of a teenage child that wants to go to a party, and later you realized there would be drinking at this party, and your child said that they weren't going to be drinking, and they were just going to hang out with a few friends there for a few hours, and then leave. Then what if someone came up to you and said, He or she is a good kid. You should just have trust and let them go. You would look them in the face. And you would say, over your dead body, and though your teenager is not of age to drink. And that is a glaring reason to say no. It's not the only reason. And deep down inside you know this, because you know that saying one won't drink, and then being in a peer pressure situation, where the music is playing, and everyone else is doing the same thing. It's so hard even for a trustworthy person to not give in. Here's another analogy. What if you won the lottery tomorrow, and you had your ticket with you? Why is it so many people say, I wouldn't tell anyone. I would hide the ticket until I could redeem it, so then what if I would hit you with the buzzwords of, come on. Why are you so scared? It's just a ticket. You have to have more trust in people than that. You should walk into a bar, drink a bit and tell people you have the winning ticket in your pocket, and you would promptly say, do I look stupid? I'm not going to trust anyone knowing I have the winning ticket. But when your woman wants to get on her tightest get up and go out to hang out with a bunch of strange single men, you are hit in every corner humanly possible about how jealous you are. You are controlling. And you need to have trust. But in reality, these words are nothing but smoke and mirrors. Because we know, just like in the example I gave regarding the teenager going to a party saying they won't drink, and even if those are their intentions, things can unusually dramatically change once in the door of the party with their friends and peers. Well, James, I have news for you. I'm not a teenager. I'm a grown woman, so that doesn't apply to me. So you mean the minute you graduated high school and you entered college, peer pressure stopped, and your ability to do wrong just came to an end at that moment, and you no longer have the ability to lie, because the truth we all know is peer pressure and our ability to do wrong, even if our intent is to do right, is alive and well until the day we are dead. And the truth is, most men saying no to such things aren't jealous. They are just trying to protect their home, because they know that a strange man at a bar isn't going to give a rat's behind about him, his home, his kids, and his relationship he has with his woman. And he knows that sometimes the things that are the worst for us feel the best, and are greatly difficult to say no to once in the situation. It's not about trust. It's about common sense and right and wrong, and having the knowledge that goes along with that. You see, if you want to run any group of people into the ground, and have them lose their way, you promote and brainwash people into believing bad is good, and good is bad, and beating out of them their instincts. And then you turn their women into becoming promiscuous, and men into compliant servants, and remove their ability to be masculine and protective. Because when you do that, a society of people can slowly fall into chaos and dysfunction, until they exist no more. So how do you fix the problem? Wake up to these buzzwords, and no longer let them hypnotize you, nor let them have any effect over your life. And be prepared to leave any woman that tries to do this to you. When you start standing up for yourself and your principles, your masculine energy will grow. And the real women, the women that are waking up, looking for men that are kind, warm, but that also know how to say no and be firm when the time to say no and be firm is due. And men that are masculine in every way. The best way to think about it is a tiger that has been brainwashed his entire life to think he's a gazelle. And when the tiger starts to wake up and realize he's a tiger, he's put back to sleep with shame and blame for his tiger behavior. And because the negative treatment is too much to bear, he goes back to behaving like a gazelle again. Plus he'll get thrown a few treats now and then for his gazelle behavior. Well, man, this is what has happened to you. And it's time you wake up and smell the coffee. And stop letting the shaming, blaming, and name-calling take away your ability of being masculine. Knowing what is right and wrong. Like I always say, knowledge is power. The more we know, the more we can take our lives back, and be who we were always meant to be. Until next time. Bye for now. And be good to yourself.